Hey YouTube, it's Pokebro Jacob here with another video, and today I'll be doing an interesting deck tech with centered around Darkrai. I got the original idea, like the basic idea of the deck, from a guy named Orobomb that also has a YouTube channel. I'll make sure to leave a link to his original video covering this style of deck. But I basically just made some changes to the deck list that he had. It made some changes I thought that made the deck a little more consistent, and other changes like that. Changes that I thought just made the deck a little bit better. So I guess we'll start going over the deck. So start off, we have 3 Darkrai-EX. That's the backbone attacker of this deck. This is what's going to be attacking 99% of the time. So then we also have Yveltal-EX as a backup attacker, just in case Darkrai's get knocked out. And also, if you're playing fighting decks, Darkrai can be an auto loss if it's your only attacker against a fighting deck, because it's weak to fighting. So 100 damage from a fighting Pokemon can turn into 200 damage pretty easily. So we run this one because it has fighting resistance, so that if we run to like a Pissimian Mew deck or a Lycanroc deck, we can try to attack with the Yveltal-EX to start off with, so that we can charge up our Darkrai's to get them ready to attack, because we don't want them up front taking damage right away, like especially big damage against fighting Pokemon because of weakness. So that's why we have him in here. And also Hoopa-EX, his Scoundrelling ability allows you to search up to 3 EXs. So a typical turn, unless you're playing a fighting deck of course, would be to grab 2 Darkrai's and a Shaymin-EX with Hoopa after you've Ultra Balled, and then search this out and get your deck going. And then obviously 2 Shaymin-EX for that draw support. You search them out with Ultra Balls, set up for 6 cards, or drop to 6 cards. Pretty standard in a lot of decks. One thing to note here is if you know, the new Guardians Rising set has come out. So Tapu Lele is actually a really decent replacement for Shaymin. So you might consider swapping one of these Shaymins out for Tapu Lele, because you really only need Shaymin on your first turn, and Tapu Lele can be really useful as a backup attacker as well, and you can grab a supporter card. So maybe swap out one Shaymin to add up another for Tapu Lele to add another backup attacker. And then we also have 2 Togepi. This one, you'll see what it's used for in a bit. But yeah, 2 Togepi. Then we run 2 Togetic, which is the next evolution line. And this is really the engine of the deck. These Togekisses. And what they do is, if you read the ability, I don't know if you can, but when you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may search your top 8 cards of your deck and choose any basic energy cards you find there, and then attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So this is a really powerful ability. What it does is allow you to search, the top 8 cards. If there's any basic energy, attach it to your Darkrai's, your Yveltals, any attackers, in any way you like, which is huge. But what makes this even better is its Delta Evolution ability, which allows you to evolve into this Pokemon on your first turn that Togetic has come into play. So it's almost like a forest of giant plants effect, where you can just evolve it over and over and over. At the first turn, it's been devolved. Because we play these with Devolution Sprays, and basically we can use this ability to spam Devolution Sprays to keep using this ability, Serene Grace, over and over, to keep searching our deck for more energy cards to attach to our attackers, which is huge. You can attach a huge amount of energy per turn, which makes this deck pretty strong. So we have Parallel City. A bad matchup this deck could have is Mega Ray or Rainbow Road. So Parallel City helps to disrupt those decks, slow them down, so that you can get set up really fastly and start taking one-hit knockouts. So we have 4 Professor Sycamore. Pretty standard draw support. A lot of decks run that. Also N, since we don't want to discard our item cards like Devolution Sprays, and other useful cards, and our energy recursion cards like Energy Recycler and Super Rod. We don't want to discard those sometimes, they're pretty valuable. So that we run N, so we can get around that. And we also run 2 Lysandre, pretty standard. You want to be able to knock out Pokemon on their bench. 2 level balls to search out Togepis and Togetic. Yeah, Togetic. Togepis and Togetic. Sorry about that. We run, let's see, 4 Devolution Sprays. This is what I was talking about earlier. Use them in combination with its Delta Evolution ability to be able to spam it and devolve it into Togetic and evolve it back into Togekiss again over and over. So if you have 4, in theory, you could have this sitting on your bench evolved. You could hit spam Devolution Spray 4 times and use its ability 4 times in 1 turn. And that's basically the basic idea of this deck, is you want to spam these Devolution Sprays. Really, you don't want to run any more than 1 Togekiss on your bench at one time, because it clutters up your bench so that you can't use stuff like Shaymin or put more attackers on your bench. So really just run 1 and then spam Devolution Sprays is the basic idea. And then 1 Super Rod, get back more energy, get back Pokemon. And then, as I was mentioning earlier, we have an Energy Recursion card, an Energy Recycler, which allows us to get a ton of energy back from our discard. And really, this lets you do a lot of things that you normally wouldn't do with Darkrai. Normally, you'd be afraid to retreat with Darkrai because you discard a ton of energy that makes its Dark Pulse attack a lot less effective. So, like for example, if you retreat with Darkrai in a normal Turbo Dark deck, you lose about 40 damage from discarding those energies. But with Energy Recycler, you just get them right back, and then you use Togekiss's ability to put them back on your Pokemon, so you can pretty much like almost having free retreat, because you don't really lose anything when you retreat, because you can just recycle them back in your deck and use this Togekiss's ability to find them again. So I think that's really powerful. And then let's see, 4 Ultra Balls, search out Shaymins, search out Togekisses, anything that you need to find at the moment. Pretty useful. We also have, this adds a lot of consistency to the deck in my opinion, having 4 Trainers Mails, because you rely on things like Devolution Spray and Level Ball and Energy Recycler to be set up and ready to go. I think you really need to run a ton of Trainers Mail to get the cards you need at the time you need it. I think that's really powerful, and I really think 4 is almost necessary in this deck, running so many items. Then 4 versus Seeker. You want to get your supporters back when you need them. Pretty standard in any deck. And then you want to also run 2 Fighting Fury Belt. With the new Guardians Rising set, I would think I would drop 1 Fighting Fury Belt and maybe add in a Choice Band if you have it. Not really necessary though, you can just run 2 Fighting Fury Belt. The only problem with Fighting Fury Belt, I think it's more vulnerable to Field Blower, but I mean, you could switch one out if you wanted to. And then we run 14 basic Darkness Energy. This allows you to pile up damage like really quickly. It means that the more energy you run, the more likely that Togekiss's ability is to hit energy, and the more that you can attach on without losing, or the more you can attach on, and then you'll still have a lot more remaining in your deck that you can use later. Just in case there's a chance that you don't get it all back from your Energy Recursion cards, which can be really good. Makes your deck a lot more consistent with Togekiss's ability. But yeah, overall this is a fun deck. I don't know if I would take it to something like a regionals or anything like that. Yeah, it's basically just for fun, something I play on the PTCGO for fun. Maybe you could take it to your league and just play with it for fun, just shake things up a bit. I think it's more fun to run than a normal Darkrai deck. Turbo Dark can get boring sometimes if you're just using the Max Elixir and maybe Yveltal to attach energy from hand and whatnot. But yeah, overall I think this is a fun deck. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below, and if there's anything that you guys would personally change. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a nice day, guys.